Welcome to Cooking with Alex. Come pull up a chair, let's make some magic.
Hey, welcome back to Cooking with Alex. So this is my mise en place for the Eggs Benedict. I'm going to make it with bacon. Bacon. So here, I'm just going to unwrap it. Very delicate process, so you can tell you don't want to ruin the bacon. I love bacon. I don't know about you guys. But here I'm just going to cut it in half so we make more. You know, split it in half. And with the power of editing, it looks amazing. So here I'm just going to put it in a pan that I covered in aluminium foil. And I'm going to throw it in the oven. I'm going to cook all of it. But while this is going on, I'm also going to be doing the clarified butter. So if you want to follow along, just make sure you pay attention to the bacon. Make sure you flip it. And yeah, it comes out quite good. So here we're making the 480 milliliters of clarified butter. And you'll see the process here. And I'm just kind of poking it so it kind of breaks down a little bit faster. Which makes life easier, you know, especially when you have bacon in the oven. So here you can see it's boiling, and with clarified butter, you want to take off all of the foam. So here you can see I'm taking off all the foam. You just want to make sure with the clarified butter you take off all the foam. Makes life a whole lot easier. You can see that, and I do my little dance because it helps it go by faster with the power of editing. So here you can see all of the foam is practically gone. There's very little, and it's pretty much see-through here. And that's how you know the clarified butter is ready. And you don't want to leave it on too long, especially like on a boil, because it's going to brown. Then you'll have brown butter. But as you see here, after I strained it with some cheesecloth, I got about 2 cups. But you'll need more. You need about 480. That's about right. 500 milliliters. But I did do a little bit more. Just because after I measured it, it wasn't correct. But I corrected at the end. Look at that.
Great success.
It was a great success, boy. I thank you for that one. So here for the mise en place for the hollandaise sauce, we also need lemons. I'm going to do some fresh lemon juice. And I'm just going to work it in there. It's almost like making lemonade. So now let's work on our mise en place. So our mise en place, after we get everything on, is 400 milliliters of clarified warm butter, half teaspoon of white pepper, 1.5 fluid ounces of lemon juice, 3 fluid ounces of water, 3 fluid ounces of white wine vinegar, and 6 eggs. This is what we're going to need for our hollandaise sauce. So let's go ahead and get started. So here, I'm just separating the egg whites from the egg yolks, because we just need the egg yolks here. We don't need the whole egg. And this is my first time ever trying Eggs Benedict and making it. So this was definitely a good adventure. It was fun. So here again, I'm just separating the egg whites from the egg yolk. Not too big of a deal. It's kind of fun. I mean, it is fun. It's not kind of fun. It really is fun. Just learning the technique and trying to get it down, seeing what eggshells work best. But, you know, I did have an accident. I'm not perfect. So, here's my accident.
Your donut.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I dropped the yolk in the egg white, so I just stick my hand in there and do it, you know, the manual way. Besides using the egg yolks, it's just, you know, use your hands. But you can see here, I'm just tossing it back and forth, shaking it around a little bit, make sure I take the egg whites off, so it doesn't ruin the hollandaise sauce. A little bit of egg whites won't ruin it, but I'm just trying to do my best. It ended up okay, but one of them broke, but that's okay if they break, because we're just gonna whisk it around anyways. But this is what mine look like with the 6. So now we're going to start our acid mix, I guess you can consider it. I'm going to add the water, the white wine vinegar, and the pepper, the white pepper. So here we're going to start our acid reduction. Sorry about that. Let me clarify that for you using the proper terminology. And yeah, you just want to kind of bring this up to like a simmer. You want to reduce it by half, so pretty much getting all the water out. Because you're using the 3 fluid ounces of water and the 3 fluid ounces of white wine vinegar. So again, just kind of bring it up to a simmer and let all the water evaporate. So here again, I'm just waiting for it to come to a boil. But once you do get it to a boil, make sure you strain it with a cheesecloth. And for some reason, I got the boogie bug. So let's go ahead and boogie.
Every recipe's is another chapter. Every challenge is a test. One day I'll wear that chef's coat proudly. No matter where your journey starts, no matter where you're coming from, there's always room around this table. Now let's have a little fun.
And fun we will have. So here I grabbed our 6 eggs. I started whisking it. I added our acid in there, which is the white wine vinegar that we reduced by half. And you just want to mix it over there with the double boil. So in that big pot, we just have water simmering so it can kind of start cooking what's on top of it with the heat. And you just want to keep doing that until it creates almost like a paste. So you got to really watch your heat here. And you know where you're whisking, you'll see that some residue is left on the side, which is okay. And we made about a pint of Hollandaise sauce just off of our ingredients here, which is really nice. It was more than enough to go around for the family, and they all enjoyed it. But again, we're just gonna continuously whisk. Like, this is probably the longest process in making the Eggs Benedict here. Is you can see I'm whisking it, bring the camera closer, and you can see it's starting to kind of like foam up a little bit, right? And that's what you want. That looks amazing. It's getting there, and speed the video up. And I'm whisking away. This takes a while, but you can see it's getting thicker because it's starting to stick to the pan. I take it off the heat. Here I add my lemon juice to stop the egg from cooking, and I just keep whisking it around. And then from here, we're going to start adding the clarified butter. But while you do that, you want to add a little bit first for the emulsion process. You want to make sure that the butter gets in there quite well and starts to hold on to everything. So we're only going to add a little bit at first. And this is where, again, whisking, I got tired, I'm not going to lie, but just keep pushing through it. And the Hollandaise turned out fantastic, by the way. And again, just keep adding butter, just a little bit more and a little bit more. So here is normal speed, and then I'm going to start speeding it up a little bit more. But you can see that I'm slowly adding more and more, and just making sure it's whisked thoroughly for the emulsion process. So nothing really separates, but yeah, I kept it leaning towards the camera so you can see that I'm mixing quite thoroughly. And again, this part, it took a while. This part takes the longest. But the bacon's done now, so we're just going to work on the Hollandaise sauce. And then from here, it's just the poached eggs and the English muffins. After I got done with this, you could put it through the cheesecloth if you want, if it's too chunky, if you left it over the heat for too long. But mine was perfect, surprisingly, for my first time. Maybe beginner's luck. But yeah, from here, I just put it into a separate container, and I toasted the English muffins. Yeah, you can see it takes a while. This is actually sped up quite a bit. This is at 2.3, then I'm going to speed it up to, 5 times the speed. So you can see it's really going to speed up now. And now I'm just adding a lot more of that butter in there because the emulsion's taking place and everything's mixing well. And again, we got about a pint of hollandaise sauce. There, I tasted it, you know. Good chef tastes his work. Not in a professional setting. This is only for the family. But if I would have tasted it, I would have used a spoon. So now we're doing the poached eggs. And I already had one in there. I forgot to start recording, so I'm going to add a second one here right now. And if they do come together like mine do, it's okay. You just have to kind of separate them. See, they came together. It's no problem. Just kind of push the other one around as it's cooking and slow the other one down. And that's what you want to do, is you want to get like a little whirlpool going so the eggs kind of just move around freely in the pot there. And all the extra chunks that come out, you can either toss them away or eat them yourself. Or for me, I actually gave mine to my dog. She deserved a treat. And what's better than eggs, you know? Especially a late night snack. It was getting kind of late, so I was really trying to not hurry, but definitely push my way through. But this is my first poached egg. So, and honestly, I think it came out pretty nice. And what do you guys think? I think it's pretty nice.
Nice.
And that's exactly how it tasted. Once the poached eggs are done, though, you want to throw them on a towel, kind of get the water off of them. Just roll it around. You can see all that water that's left behind. And then from here, you can just add your bacon to the English muffin and then throw your egg on top. You see, I moved the camera here, threw my egg on top.
Every plate can bring a smile. What we make is more than dinner. It's the memories all the while. I'm not trying to be perfect. I'm just giving it my best. Every recipe's is another chapter. Every challenge is a test.
And for the toppings, the greens, we're going to use some chives. But as I opened this, I realized, hold on, wait a minute. I'm not wearing any gloves, so got to put gloves on. So here, I'm just demonstrating my cutting skills. So I'm going to cut off the ends of them. I'm going to go and throw those aside because I'm going to toss those later. And then here I'm just cutting the chives down so they fit nicely on to the Eggs Benedict. And soon you guys will get the finished product. And it was amazing. First time eating it, first time making it, definitely making it again. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Enjoy.
Welcome to Cooking with Alex. Come pull up a chair, let's make some magic. From flour and fire to family tables, we're turning simple into unforgettable. Cooking with Alex, one recipe at a time. If you've had heart, you've got place here. So let's cook and enjoy the ride. Welcome to Cooking with Alex. I'll see you in the kitchen.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh la la. Oh, whoa. King in the castle, king in the castle. Have a chair, I have a chair. Oh, go do this, king in the castle.